So my name is Darren Mierau. I'm the North Coast Director for California Trout and also the new Science Director for our science program. So my role in this program is to provide some leadership and guidance on obtaining funding from grant programs, both federal and state grant programs that support the science work that we're doing in the South Fork eel, and giving strategic guidance on where to implement different aspects of the program, who to interact with, where we get support for some of the field work. I like to be a big picture thinker and think strategically about what things are needed to restore this ecosystem. The eel right now, our current thinking is we need to do three major things. The first is take the dams out so the fish have access to the habitat above Lake Pillsbury. That's going to restore abundant capacity for spawning and support a different life history in the watershed. The second thing that we need to do is restore the estuary. Most of the estuarine habitat in the Eel River was converted to farmland. Those pastures were former tidelands that provided nursery habitat for all the salmon and steelhead as they were migrating out to the ocean. So bringing some of that back into natural resource function is really critical to the Eel River. And the third major thing that we're focusing on is the pike minnow population in the eel. So we know this non-native fish prey on juvenile salmon and steelhead as they're migrating out, but we're slowly making progress. In many different arenas, we're studying their abundance and distribution. We're looking at Trojan Y chromosome ways to manage the population, and just anything that we think could be effective in the long run, we're kind of exploring it. We'll eventually narrow that down to some key management recommendations that we'll take forward and try to implement in a more rigorous way across the watershed. I think coho salmon are indicators of health of our environment, and so focusing on recovering these native fish species also brings solutions to the watersheds and the rivers and the floodplains and the wetlands. So my efforts toward a single fish is because they can help bring back the whole ecosystem function. What makes me optimistic about coho recovery is the community of scientists that I'm working with that are just fantastic. There's UC Berkeley, UC Davis researchers that are collaborating with us, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, NOAA Fisheries, a lot of technical consultants that have excellent scientists, and then of course here in Arcata we have Cal Poly Humboldt researchers who we just love to collaborate with, and they're right here and have a lot of expertise to share with us. It takes time, it takes money, it takes a lot of effort to get the people out in the field to collect data, process that data, understand how to apply it in next phases, but we're definitely making progress in this regard. And keep in mind, we're just focused on the South Fork eel right now, but the idea is to take what we've learned there and apply it to the main stem Eel River as that dam decommissioning process goes forward. And so we're learning, and we already have in mind where to apply these lessons learned next.